Hi, everybody. This is Saad for the Sad Truth. Earlier today, I watched the recently released 10-minute clip from Russell Brand, wherein he offered some possible causal factors that might explain why people have been joining ISIS and why, in particular, Jihadi John has become the so-called executioner of ISIS. Before I actually read out the list that Mr. Brand has offered, I'd like to give you a bit of a background regarding Jihadi John's family. They were accepted as refugees in Britain in 1996. They are Kuwaiti, and they had applied for refugee status because apparently they had been supportive of the Iraqi invasion of Kuwait. And when eventually uh, Iraq lost that war, apparently it was dangerous for them to remain in Kuwait, and so they applied and obtained refugee status in Britain. And this was in 1996. And in the nearly 20 years since they've settled in Britain, apparently the British welfare system has doled out something to the order of £400,000 to the family in question. So certainly one can argue that they meaning the Brits, have been hospitable, charitable, and generous in their treatment of the family in question. So against that background, let's look at what are some of the factors that Mr. Brand has suggested might be driving Jihadi John and other folks like him to find ISIS's mission alluring. So let's begin with some economic reasons. He argued that it could be because of free market radicalism. It could be because consumerism and capitalism have failed. They are they're such evil and corrupt economic systems that it could drive people to do all sorts of crazy things. It could be because of the financial crash of 2007 or 2008, which he argued is a form of let me get the exact quote, an incremental murder of people. So he argued that while the beheading of people, sure, is grotesque and is very vivid, the financial crash is itself a form of murder. So don't just argue that ISIS is bad because of its treatment of people. There's even much worse. The financial crisis is more evil and more violent. So those are some of the financial reasons that might have driven Jihadi John to join ISIS and become the official beheader of the group. But here are some other reasons. It could be due to a sense of alienation, to loneliness, to the fact that there isn't much political participation from some of that demographic, because of a loss sense of community. It could be due because of the fact that they're searching for belongingness, and so they find that belongingness and fraternity amongst ISIS. Well, I know that if I feel alienated or lonely, there are many ways by which I can satiate my desire to cater to my innate need for belongingness. One can join a salsa band, they could join the Hare Krishna, the Amish, you could join a book club, you could join a badminton club. There are all sorts of ways by which we can exercise our need to feel as though we belong to a group. I'm not sure that a sense of alienation will automatically result in saying, you know what, I'd like to maybe head out to Mosul and see if I can behead some infidels. But hey, maybe Mr. Brand has a better understanding of some of these dynamics than we do. I took the time to prepare this video because regrettably, someone like Mr. Brand actually has a huge platform. And so he is actually able to shape public discourse in ways that are quite disheartening. And I think it is incumbent on all those who can offer rebuttals to such delusional, if not grotesque, positions to actually engage in this debate, because this is a war not just between individuals. It really is a war of ideas, and if we don't each take the time to participate in that discourse, things can deteriorate very quickly. On that note, I wish you all a good evening. Please take 2 minutes and subscribe to the Saad Truth and tell your friends about it. Take care. Ciao.